brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear, until it is done.
Hey everyone, welcome to a SingularityComputers playthrough of the new Doom. And I've changed it up a little bit for this playthrough. I'm playing on SingularityComputers client build 21, which I've just finished. And my god, the graphics. I love the first, it's really only a few minutes, well hours I guess, before you get used to good graphics and before they just become normal, but the awe in the first few moments is, I mean, this game just looks amazing. And we all know the theme of Doom, which I love. I mean, you can see it right here. Look at what we've just come out of, this tomb slash, I mean, it's solid rock. It's like a satanic altar. And you can see the possessed that just attacked us were kind of, I don't know, worshipping it or something. But then combined with this super advanced technology, which it looks like a advanced operating theater or something like that. So that's what it's about. Advanced tech, a satanic, demonic theme. What more could you ask for, right? You know, I'd much rather kill demons. Killing aliens is fun, but demons, hell yeah.
We have to.
That's why we love Doom. She looks like a transhumanist, which it's interesting that they've added transhumanism. Well, a human that's mostly a robot to this game, because, and that's what I love about its games. They tend to the little details, you know, particularly from Doom 3, Wolfenstein: The New Order, Old Blood, and obviously this game with the symbolism, which is very accurate. It's based on actual beliefs that are held in this world. We have over 2 billion Christians on this planet. They believe in the devil and demons. And so we have ancient texts about it, and we have symbols, ancient symbols like the eye and the triangle and the pentagram, which you all see all of that in this game. So it's based on real beliefs, just as Wolfenstein is based on the Nazis and their advanced tech, which was real. I mean, the Nazis had such advanced technology in World War II. I mean, look at the UAC symbol, the eye and the triangle, the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. What does that say about the UAC? So it's very accurate. They've done their research, they have knowledge of the occult, you know, either way.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
I love the anger. Something I've already noticed about this, they've gone Gordon Freeman style, where you don't see the character or his face so much. Like in Doom 3, you do see the character's face a fair bit. It makes it more immersive. It means that you are the player. Glory kills. I've seen this in videos, you know, so I kind of know what to expect, but glory kills seem to play an integral part in the combat. Obviously they save ammo, but this game is just designed to chain murder from one to the next, just blood, guts, and violence the whole way. No, not even any reloads for the weapons. So we're picking up our first or second weapon already, straight into the action. So we now have the shotgun and the plasma pistol, which has endless ammo and has a charge-up capability. So we've come across the possessed so far, and this is the imp. Wow. In Doom 3, the imps were bigger and less mobile. Boom. I cannot believe how good this looks, and I can't believe how well it's running. You hear console people saying, you know, how much they love their consoles and whatever, but once I've seen it over and over again. Once they play on a high-end PC, they never go back. You just can't. It just feels like it's not even worth playing the game anymore. And it's even hard to go from a system like this back to mine, which is about half the performance of this, it really does feel like it's not worth playing the game, because the experience is so much more, it's so different when you're playing at maximum settings like I am here. Everything is maxed out, every single setting completely maxed, with such a high frame rate at the same time, because you might have the settings maxed, but if you're not getting a high frame rate, if it's not smooth and you have tearing and all of that, it doesn't look as good, it doesn't feel as good to play. It's just, you know, it's so amazing to play on a high-end PC with the settings maxed out at a high frame rate. There is nothing like it, trust me. There's no going back. And this system is running it. I mean, this game runs very well at high settings, even on mid-range hardware, but you can see the system stats that I have running. There's something wrong with the GPU memory, as you can see, but everything else is good. We have SLI GTX 980 Ti, 6700K, 32 gig of Corsair Domino Platinum DDR4, 2500 MHz, and a Samsung 950 Pro 512 gig M.2. Yeah, definitely transhumanist. Very cool. She's going to be a villain. With my knowledge of the beliefs that this is based on, she is going to be a Luciferian.
Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind.
The betterment of
Everything has
mankind.
clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was
So it's like Doom 3, that taking the technology and the energy from the demons. Oh yeah, I wish I could sit here and play this whole thing, but I do prefer to spread my games out a little bit to enjoy them for a little bit longer. But if they're too addictive like this, I like to play the whole thing through, but I don't have time. But yeah, we're definitely going to be playing the whole thing through together, bit by bit. Not all on this system, by the way. I will be shipping this system very soon, so I was hoping to see more outdoor areas in this, and it looks like we're going to. Doom 3, they kind of limited the outdoor areas because of the technological limitations back then. I mean, it was 2004, but in this, they don't have those limitations anymore. Even the previous version of this engine in Rage, huge outdoor areas, massive open world that looked just like this, because Rage was like a Mad Max scenario where a meteor strike had destroyed the world, and you know, there's like warring clans, and I love that game. I have no idea why that game got some really bad reviews and some people didn't like it. I think it was really a misunderstood game, because in my opinion, it was very cool. Cool theme, story, and I mean, it was like the world had gone back to the Stone Age, but you also, again, had advanced technology, because there was a breakaway civilization which had formed before the disaster, and they were kind of experimenting on the population and all of that. So, a game that I really enjoyed. There was a lot of mutants and monsters and stuff, really cool monsters and enemies and fights. And not only did you have mutated monsters and stuff like that, but all these different clans had different skills and weapons, and yeah, it was just really cool. And the driving in it too. I really enjoyed the driving and the car upgrades, and a great game. But I must say that Wolfenstein: The New Order is probably my new favourite game of all time. That and Old Blood. Those games are absolutely genius. The villains in that, Frau Engel and General Death's Head, you will be just shocked by it. I mean, it is good at doing evil, which is kind of funny. They seem to have this kind of obsession with that evil theme. Wolfenstein, the Nazis, and this, hell, and demons. But yeah, Frau Engel and General Death's Head, my god, they are well done. Like, they are really scary, you know. When you first go into Death's Head's compound and he's doing some procedure on one of your friends, ripping his brain out through the back of his head, and you have these huge robots, and it's just super scary, you know. It's has a huge impact on your mind when you watch it, almost a feeling of almost insanity from it. And it's because it's been so well done. Doom 3 definitely had more of a creep factor than this game has, which I did like. I really liked Doom 3, loved the game. This game is nowhere near as creepy. It focuses more on the violence and blood and gore. But I love how they're stuck to their roots with the fast movement, constant action, killing, no reloads on the weapons. It's just all about fun. Just pure fun, unadulterated. And unpredictable is what I would say about Wolfenstein. The characters, like normally games and movies now, I can predict everything that's going to happen, and it's just boring. But the characters are so evil and so well done in the New Order that's what makes it so shocking and interesting. Like, you just be on the edge of your seat. I promise you, you cannot miss those games. And I've really got high hopes for this from what I've seen so far. I can't wait to pick up, I didn't mean to shoot just then. Can't wait to pick up all of the different weapons, because that's one of the great things about this game is the weapons are so cool, so fun to use. And the massive bosses too. Really looking forward to some epic boss fights. So you can see it's using about 7.5 gig of memory, which is, I mean, the system has 32 gig. About half GPU for GPU 1, about 75% for GPU 2. And the temperatures, please keep in mind that it's 40 degrees in this room. So if it were 20 degrees, those temperatures would be 20 degrees cooler than they are now. So the CPU is sitting at 53 degrees, the GPU is sitting at 49 and 56. All of that would be 20 degrees cooler if the ambient was 20 degrees. Because it's 40 degrees in here, so keep that in mind. I really love this build. It's just, it feels great to be playing on a system like this, you know, that I put a lot of effort into, but it always brings a lot of satisfaction playing a game, and you know, the latest game with everything maxed, high frame rates on a high-end water-cooled system. I mean, there's no better way to play a game. And I swear to you that anyone who swears by their console, once you give them a go of your high-end PC, they won't go back to their console. You just can't. It's a whole different experience. And different meaning better. You know, so much better. I just can't believe how crystal it is. There's no tearing. It's just fluid. Perfect fluid graphics. I love how the glory kills completely change depending on the enemy, the environment, you know, where you are, what you're doing. They completely change. Thought there was one more. Oh, this is fun. This is addictive. I really don't have much time for gaming anymore. Any gaming that I do, I share with you guys. I mean, that pretty much goes for everything. Everything that I do, I share with you guys. So, you know, just know that any gaming I do, I'm making videos about it. But I thought this would be an interesting little way of changing things up a bit to be playing on one of the client builds, and I'll definitely keep doing this. because I have a lot of builds coming up with GTX 1080s, so you guys are going to love that. So yeah, I have the upgrade for the shotgun, the explosive shot, as you can see. If you stay still in this, you are dead in seconds. I mean, I'm playing it on ultra violence, so it is pretty difficult. It's challenging. I was hoping it would be challenging. I'm looking forward to playing through on Nightmare as well if I ever get a chance. Whoa, that's powerful. I'm just loving how fluid this is, my god. No tearing. And this is while recording as well. I'd be getting even higher FPS if I weren't recording. So it's dipping just below 100 sometimes by the looks, but most of the time it's over 100. So yeah, it's designed to just chain one kill after another, because the glory kills, they seem to get more, you get more health from them. And so, you know, if you're in a scenario where you're in trouble, you're going down, you just glory kill, pick up a heap of health. And also while you're glory killing, you don't take damage, so it's totally awesome. Oh, look at that. That's a direct, should have got it. Pretty sure that's all of them. Yeah, with this thing, obviously, I mean, there's a lot of people who believe in the devil and demons and all of that, so it's based on actual beliefs and, you know, the symbolism and everything else. And with Wolfenstein, the New Order in particular, exploring what the world would be like if the Nazis had won World War II. I mean, what a cool idea for a game. Know your enemy. What the Nazis would have done with the technological advances since World War II, you know? And that's what, I'm pretty sure the game is set in the 60s.
Assigned to Mars.
So after the Nazis had won World War II, and you're part of the resistance.
I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
And the resistance have all been, you know, experimented on, and they all have serious injuries. But it's playing on reality, because the Nazis did have incredible technology, so advanced that that's what allowed them to do so well in the earlier stages of the war. And it was only resources, wasn't good. The sheer numbers and resources of the Allies that took them down in the end, because yeah, the Nazis basically ran out of resources and their technology. I mean, they came close to winning the war. They had just mind-blowing technology. I mean, the V2 rocket and jet aircraft for the first time. Incredible. And towards the end of the war, they had some things that would have won the war, like a dirty bomb that they were going to glide across the top of the atmosphere around the entire world, and then drop this dirty bomb from a glider, and they had it set up and ready to go and everything. It's all true. Yeah, she's totally a Luciferian. It's based on the real beliefs of, a lot of people believe that the singularity and man merging with machine is going to be some sort of satanic takeover. And so of course the transhumans is a Luciferian psycho who wants to work with the demons and all of that. It's based on real beliefs, which is cool. And just because I'm talking about this stuff doesn't mean I believe it, by the way. And it's not conspiracy theories and all of that. I just have an interest in, well, everything. And I I like to think, you know. I enjoy learning about history and whatever, so. Philosophy and all of that. But yeah, by the end of the war they had some, I mean, what was it called? What's an aircraft called when it's just all one wing? I've forgotten what they were called, but they were a stealth aircraft that could fly 1,000 miles without refueling. You know, radar couldn't pick them up. They had the radar cross-section of a sparrow or something. And they created that in World War II. It took, even though the America reverse engineered it, it still took them decades to create anything even close. So, yeah, the ideas in Wolfenstein are kind of certainly based in reality. And the Nazis were also right into the occult, which is really interesting. And Werner von Braun, I mean, if it wasn't for the Operation Paperclip and the rat line, where America brought a bunch of Nazis and SS across to the US to work in NASA and the CIA and all of that. Not conspiracy theories, people, real, it's in the history books. It really happened. Well, we would never have gone to the moon. Well, it would have taken us a lot longer anyway. So, yeah, the little details, I love it, how they're intended to. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and just play this game. Ouch. I'm going to get it. Time to glory kill, get some health. I love how they just, the bits just slide apart. I'm looking forward to going to hell in this game too. I love that in Doom 3, how you actually go to hell.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's the chainsaw.
We take pride in nurturing a growing workforce, and each year we harvest only the best of the best.
I'd love to play it all night, I really would.
To become more than you
I might actually do part 2 of the playthrough as well now. Not that I have time or anything, but sometimes I just can't resist. I'm gonna have to give this a go. Hell yeah. The weapon upgrades. I nearly died there. See, even in the heaviest action here, it's just... Now I'm going to have to upgrade my system. I won't be able to do that for a while, unfortunately. I'd love to go to a GTX 1080, but you're going to be seeing plenty of them anyway in other client builds that are coming up. So I'm recording using Shadowplay, which is just the best, you know. It hardly takes any resources, and it just works so well. Basically no setup, really easy. It's not actually compatible with this game right now, but all you have to do to get it working is minimize the game, start the recording, and then Wrong way. Yeah, and then open up the game again and then record, so... I'm looking forward to the plasma rifle. That was my favourite weapon in Doom 3. I know a lot of people would straight up say it's BFG, but I love the sound the plasma rifle makes. That wind down sound when you stop shooting. It's just really cool sounding weapon. And all the upgrades in this too. Can't wait to do the suit and weapon upgrades. Just adds another interesting element because the game is pretty simplistic. So it's important to have little things like that. Also makes it fun to replay. Just because I'm doing this playthrough doesn't mean I'm not going to finish Black Mesa. I definitely am. So don't worry about that. And now that I have the connection, you know, uploading games doesn't mean that I can't upload other things. So this is extra bonus content. I've had mobile, the movement's pretty fast. I wouldn't mind a sprint to go even faster, you know, like 0.3 kind of speed. But yeah, it's cool how you can jump up and down levels really quick. You're really mobile. Now, if you had to reload this, you'd be in some pretty serious trouble. I know there's a lot of them. It seems that the amount of enemies is dynamic. It changes depending how well you do. Oh god. Go away.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
That was so much fun. I should have used the chainsaw. Alright, I better leave this one here. Thanks for watching, and remember that none of this would be possible without our patrons.